Most people go to Zion and accidentally pick the wrong hikes. They spend hours on a trail and then realize it wasn't even the view they expected. Or worse, they skip something incredible because they didn't know it existed. So to help, I'm breaking down the best hikes in Zion, and more importantly, which one is actually right for you. Because not every hike is for every person, and picking the wrong one can make or break your trip. So starting off with number one, Canyon Overlook Trail. The best hike for the biggest view with the least effort. This one is about a 1 hour round trip, super short, super high payoff. It's located on the east side of Zion, just off the main highway, so no shuttle bus needed. You're getting a massive canyon view with very little effort, which is why I usually recommend this as your warm up hike or a sunset stop. Now, I will say, there are some drop offs here, so if heights make you nervous, just be aware. Yeah, overall, this is one of those hikes that feels like you got away with something. Moving on to number two, the Peruse Trail. This is best for an easy, low stress intro to Zion. This is about 1 to 2 hours depending on how far you go, and it's completely paved and flat. It runs along the Virgin River and is one of the only trails in the park where you can bike or bring dogs. Is it the most dramatic hike in Zion? No. However, if you're just easing into the park or want something chill after a travel day, this is a really solid choice. And it's perfect for sunrise or sunset walks. Keep in mind though, there's very little shade here, so I don't recommend it during the hottest part of the day. Next up is Emerald Pools. This is the best hike for waterfalls and classic Zion scenery. This is usually a 1.5 to 2.5 hour hike, depending on whether you go to lower, middle, or upper pools, or all three. It's one of the most popular hikes in the park, and for good reason. You've got waterfalls, hanging gardens, and that classic Zion feel. Now, let's not kid ourselves, it can get crowded. If you're short on time, this is one I'd say that you could skip in favor of something like Canyon Overlook or Watchman. Yet, if it's your first time in Zion, it's still a very you have to experience it once hike. If you're planning your trip to Zion National Park and are like, okay, yes, these all sound great, yet how do I fit it all in? I have a full episode on a perfect 3 day Zion itinerary. It ties all of this together so that you can plug these hikes into an actual plan. All right, moving on. Hike number four, the Watchman Trail, the best one for sunset views. This is about a 2 to 3 hour hike round trip, moderate difficulty, and it starts right near the visitor center. The trail climbs up to a viewpoint overlooking Zion Canyon, and sunset here is absolutely worth it. And for some reason, this trail stays way quieter than you'd expect. If you're staying in Springdale, this is an easy evening hike before dinner. Number five, Timber Creek Overlook, the best hike for quick views in a quieter part of Zion. This guy's located in Kolob Canyons, which is about a 45 minute drive from Zion Canyon. The hike itself is less than an hour, pretty easy, and gives you incredible views with almost no crowds. Now, this is important though. Kolob Canyons is a completely separate entrance to the park, so it feels totally different from the main canyon area. It's not something you have to do if you're short on time, yet if you're looking for a break from the main canyon chaos, this is a great detour. By the way, I have a free national park starter guide and a Zion planner you can grab on my website, www.greatescapepodcast.com. It'll help you decide which hikes are best for you and how to plan this trip out. All right, if you're looking for something a little tougher, let me introduce you to number six, Observation Point Trail. This is the best overall hike in Zion for a view. It's about a 3 to 4 hour hike depending on your route. And this part is important. The original route from the main canyon is currently closed due to a rock slide. So most people access it via the East Mesa Trail, which is a much more manageable approach anyway. So if you heard years ago that this hike is intense, it actually just depends on how you do it. The payoff is unreal. You're standing above Zion Canyon looking down at everything, including Angel's Landing. In fact, if your goal is just pure views without the dangerous climb to get them, this might actually be better for you than Angel's Landing. Number 7 is the Subway, the best bucket list adventure hike. This is for my explorers. This is a half to full day hike depending on your route, and yes, you need a permit. I'll be real with you, most people will never do this hike, and that's okay. This is not a casual Zion experience. It is a full-on expedition through a slot canyon with water, route finding, and some technical sections. It's one of the most unique experiences in the entire park, and it's also one of the most logistically challenging. So if you're newer to hiking, I would not start here. However, if you're experienced and lucky enough to get a permit, it's unforgettable. All right, time for the best overall and most unique hike in Zion, the Narrows. This is usually a 3 to 6 hour experience depending on how far up you go. And it's not a normal hike. You are literally walking through the Virgin River surrounded by 1,000-foot canyon walls. Most people do the bottom up version, which does not require a permit. Yet conditions matter a lot here. Water levels, weather, and flash flood risk all matter. And gear matters too. Water shoes, walking stick, the whole thing. We also have a full episode on exactly how to do this hike safely and what to bring. So check that one out if this is on your list. If you want the most unique experience in Zion, this is it. And now, my personal favorite in all of Zion National Park, number 9, it's Angel's Landing, the best hike in Zion for thrill seekers. This is a 4 to 5 hour round trip, and it is one of the most famous hikes in the entire country. And yes, you do need a permit for the final chain section. Here's the honest truth. If you're afraid of heights, this is not for you. The final section is narrow, exposed, and mentally demanding. Yet, if you do it, the views are unreal. If you can only choose one challenging hike in Zion, this is usually the one people remember forever. We actually have a full episode breaking this one down as well in detail. Permits, safety, everything people don't tell you. So if this is on your list, definitely go listen to that next. Okay, how do you choose from all the great hikes in Zion National Park? Here's a simple breakdown. If you want easy and scenic, the Perfect Trail or Canyon Overlook is for you. Want to go chasing waterfalls? Emerald Pools. If you're here for sunset, definitely go to Watchman Trail. If you want the best overall view in the park, Observation Point is the one. Are you looking for something a little quieter? Check out Timber Creek Overlook in the different section of Zion. If you want a bucket list adventure, it's the Subway. For thrill and Instagram content, that's Angel's Landing for sure. And if you're looking for the most unique experience pretty much ever, the Narrows. We're in a full Zion National Park series right now, so if you're planning a trip there one day, make sure you hit subscribe so that you don't miss any episodes. And I'll see you in the next one.